Off the bat, I want to say it sucks that Orb isn't in Anime of the Year on many of these lists. That's an absolute travesty. I don't know who decides what goes into these categories, but you failed miserably. Anyway, please let me know what your selections were for the categories you want to talk about in the comments. Let me know. I'd love to just talk about them with you and discuss that. All right, let's get into it. Welcome to my Crunchyroll Awards of 2025 or 2026. I don't know how they label these things. Off the bat, I want to say it sucks that Orb isn't in Anime of the Year on many of these lists. That's an absolute travesty. I don't know who decides what goes into these categories, but you failed miserably. Anyway, let's just go on what is here. I'm going to start at the bottom of the list and work my way back up. Please let me know what your selections were for the categories you want to talk about in the comments. Let me know. I'd love to just talk about them with you and discuss that. All right, let's get into it. Let's start at the bottom. Let's go with Best Voice Artist Performance Japanese. I don't watch anything in English, so I wouldn't know. All right, what have we got? Oh God, these are tough. Best voice acting. Okay, I always love Mamo, you know. I always love Mamo's voice acting. I think it's so nuanced and it has such a good amount of satire in it, a good amount of introspection. I also did love the Summer Hikaru died voice acting. They're both very close. These are great, but I don't know, they just don't have that nuance to them. I like something to have a little bit more than just emotional action. I'm gonna go with Summer Hikaru died. I thought he was fantastic, to be fair. All right, next, Best Voice Artist Performance English. I don't watch in English. Do I have to vote it? No. Okay, let's go. Best Ending Sequence. Ooh, giving it to the ending theme for My Dress Up Darling. Best Opening Sequence. Oh yeah. Ooh. I gotta be honest, most of these selections are not great. The best one from this one is the DanDanDan theme tune. The others aren't fantastic. However, next year I think the opening songs category will be a slam dunk for Freeren. Let's give it that one. All right, let's go. Best score. Best overall score. My initial reaction is to give it to Chainsaw Man. What are the other options? I thought Chainsaw Man just acoustically was fantastic. 100% Chainsaw Man. Let me know your selections in the comments. Must protect at all costs. I love Anya. I vote for her every year. Ooh, Waguri is up there too. Oosh, oosh. And Midoriya doesn't need protecting, man. Oh, you know what? Anya wins it every year. I'm gonna give it to Waguri. I don't care. Hate on me all you want. Best support. Oh, Engine, bro. Is anybody gonna be better than Engine? Yeah, Engine is a dope character. He's awesome. I loved him from episode 1. He's an awesome character. I think that's very easy. Engine for me. Jinshi, GG. These are close. Turbo Granny, DanDandan has 2 in there. Tells you a lot about how good that show is. Yeah, Engine for me. Best main character. Oh, wow. That's tough. That is tough. Whew, damn. It is Okarun, man. Rudo's a very good character. I think in season 2 he could probably win this award. Mama is an awesome character, but again, wins it a lot. I guess if we're going for the best characters between Okarun and Mama, for me, I think Mama's a brilliant character as well. I'm gonna give it Okarun. Oh, it's close though. It's very close. Best slice of life. Ooh, between these 3. I'd love to see the animation, but I really enjoyed it. I haven't seen these 2. Oh, it's tough. I love all 3 of these shows. One really called Fragrant Flower is more romance than slice of life. And I probably will give it romance. Ooh, but then again, so is My Dress Up Darling. Both these are fantastic. I really like Spy Family having a deeper storyline this time, being more talking about war and the impact of war and all that stuff. So I'm gonna give it to Spy Family just for trying to be a bit brave with its storytelling this time. Best drama. Okay. Oh, that's the only one it's up for, so I'm going to give it that. Has to have it. Should. Just ridiculous it's not in the other categories. I'm very sad. Makes this all seem a bit pointless if you ask me. I don't watch isekais. I need to get into them, man. Konosuba is probably where I'm going to start. I don't know anything about this, so my cousin loves Konosuba, so I'm going to vote for Konosuba. But it is the isekai that I'm probably going to start on. Best action. What a stacked category. What the hell? Oh, God. Solo leveling, mate. It's just pure. If you're talking pure action, it's solo leveling. I don't think. Can there? Best comedy. I love Witch Watch. I love Spy. I love DanDandan. I love Dress Up Darling. I love seeing the animation. I've not seen Ranma. What made me laugh the most? What made me laugh out loud the most? DanDandan is such a merging of genres that it's difficult sometimes to give it it's up for comedy. It's up for action. It's up for romance. But what made me laugh, honestly, these three make me laugh a lot. DanDanDan makes me laugh a lot as well, but if I was just off gut check saying what makes me laugh the most, is these three. That's hard. I'm gonna go Spy. Alright, fine. Best romance. Ooh. DanDanDan is such an unconventional romance. I thought Fragrant Flower was a very good traditional romance. DanDanDan is very unconventional romance. I'm gonna give it to DanDanDan because I like that it takes risks in its story and telling and how it tells love. Even though pure romance, I think Dignity is better. But yeah, best background art has to be Gachikuta's background, guys. Oh, I tell you what though. Some of Hikaru Died's scenes were gorgeous, man. Canon Generic was good. I didn't like the show overall, but I did think it was well designed. The stage design and stuff, the background art. But it's going to be Gachikuta. I want to give some Hikaru Died more awards, but can't all be winners, can you? You can't all be winners. Best direction. Ooh, that is some of Hikaru Died, man. Yeah. I loved some of the choices they made with the camera angles, with the colours, with the positioning of the characters in the shot. Really liked some Hikaru Died for that. Best character design, Gachikuta. I love the guy I've got. I literally went around Tokyo to get a Gachikuta figure. They came out on the day one of the days I was in Tokyo, so I went around trying to get a figure. I didn't get an engine figure, sadly, but I did manage to get a Rudo figure. So for me, Gachikuta has the best character designs. Ooh, best animation. Eesh. Is Solo Leveling. Scorpion's got a very original kind of animation style, very vulnerable animation style. Solo Leveling was just off the charts, It was though. I think when you think of Solo Leveling, just think of how jaw-dropping some of the sequences were. Best original anime. Ooh, I've not seen many of these. I've seen Apocalypse of Doji, absolutely loved. I've seen Lazarus, but it's English dub, and I hate English dubs, and I can't find the Japanese. I'd like to. I watched like 6 episodes of it. I didn't watch it all. I've only seen Apocalypse Hotel, and I always thought it was fantastic, and it would probably win from all these, so I'm gonna give it that. I'm gonna give it that. Best new series. Oh my god, what a sick year for new series. Are you serious? These are all fantastic. Wait, Second Musters was season 2, unless it's season 1. I didn't think it was that great. So if not, then it's out anyway. But season 2 wasn't a touch on these. These are all awesome, man. These are all fantastic. These are all 9 and 10 and above. Oh, anime of the year category right here. Yeesh. It's tough, man. But yeah, overall, I think that was the best. Do you think something Hikaru Died was the best overall? Best continuing series. Even though I put Solo Leveling above DanDanDan in my best anime of the year list, when I reflect on it, I do think DanDanDan just tries to do so much more. I need to watch My Hero Final Season again. I watched it on a plane, and I just don't think I managed to get the full impact of it. Which saddens me a bit. I shouldn't have watched it. But I'm a nervous flyer, so I was just like, I'm going to watch this to get my brain off flying. And I just watched the whole season and on the plane. So yeah, that sucks. I'm going to give it DanDanDan. Give it DanDanDan. Film of the year. There's only 2 in it. It's these 2. But I absolutely loved the Chainsaw Man movie, man. It was sensational. Genuinely sensational. 100 meters isn't far behind. Maybe 2 meters behind. But Chainsaw Man Reze arc was mind-blowingly good. Where's the orb? This is such bullshit. Anyway, from these it's this. My anime of the year list. I have an anime, best anime of 2025 list. I had Orb as number 1, Chainsaw Man movie as number 2, and I believe some Hikaru Died as number 3. And I still, with this list, I stick by that. That is what I'd give it to. Some Hikaru Died. And that, my friends, is the end of my list. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I am happy with that. That is a decent list, if you ask me. Thank you very much. Bye. Bye-bye.